Xbox is dying, and laziness, greed, and entitlement is killing it. I was working on yet another roast of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, because man, that game deserves all the hate it gets. But then I found out about some news sweeping the gaming space right now. Xbox is laying off thousands of people and canceling several games. The Perfect Dark remake with the girl with the crimson chin and Everwild by Rare are DOA. And more games are sure to follow. Why? Well, the corporate shills would say it's the gamers' fault. They exercise their right to not buy the games that were for sale because they are entitled man-children who only want to goon. They don't care about politics or alternative lifestyles represented in their games at all. Well, they're partially right. We don't care about politics or alternative lifestyles represented in our games, and we like to goon. Everyone does, just for different things. Remember that. The actual reasons Xbox and the AAA game industry are failing are on the corporate side. There's so much laziness, greed, and entitlement, it's shocking. First, let's talk about the laziness. Back in the old days, game developers would make games we could be proud of. Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, and even Xbox made amazing games that are still remembered fondly. What is the last memorable game from Xbox? I can only think of three. Cuphead, A Hat in Time, and Halo Infinite. There are so many others out there that were bland and lazy, and the reason why is Game Pass. Now don't get me wrong, digital only online stores and streaming services can be good. It can also lead to laziness. Why put effort into a game if people are paying a monthly fee? Avowed is a great example of this. For those that don't know, Avowed was a first-person hack-and-slash RPG, like Skyrim. But unlike that game which came out years ago, Avowed had a lot less care put into it. Take how you can interact with NPCs. In Skyrim, if you attack an NPC or non-player character in a town, the whole town will turn on you. They will fight you to the death. In Avowed, you can swing your weapon at them all you want, and they don't react. It's lazy. Then there's the greed. Those AAA game companies have gotten so greedy it's ridiculous. Back in the old days, games were bursting with content. And all you had to do was buy a cartridge or disc and put it in your system. You had all the characters, all the story, all the armor, and all the weapons. And the in-game stores only took cash from the monsters you killed. With games today, especially those live service games, all you get at launch is a few characters, a few maps or levels, a few pieces of armor, and a few weapons, and a few hours of story. They may say more is coming soon, but if they don't make enough cash, it may never happen. Now, not all live service games are bad. Helldivers 2 is a great example, but many are made just to squeeze more cash out of you. Concord and Suicide Squad Kill Justice League are good examples of this. And yeah, that brings me to the entitlement in the game, in the game industry nowadays. Concord was $40. They basically said, sure, there are other games in this genre that look better and have more content and they are free to play. But we want to charge you $40 and then charge you cash for more things. Suicide Squad was even worse. Sweet Baby, the writers of Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, are full of incompetent people. That is the only way I can think of for a game like Suicide Squad to come into existence. Unlike Concord, Sweet Baby and WB had Rocksteady right there, ready to make more awesome games like the Arkham series. But instead, they wasted their prior opportunity to make a statement with their game. And that statement was, we hate Batman, we hate the Justice League, we hate the Arkham series, and we hate the fans of those games. They charged $70 for this game, and that was just for the base game. If you wanted the deluxe edition with skins and guns and a 3-day early access, it would cost over $100. And then they had the gall to charge $24 for new skins and offer seasonal weapons. No wonder this game failed. This game showed off all three of the things Xbox is dealing with right now. Laziness, greed, and entitlement. Having a consulting company come in and write your game instead of doing it yourself is lazy. Charging so much and in so many ways is greedy. And trying to force a hate fiction story and ugly, deflated, transgender characters on us while saying that they are the best stories and characters of all time is entitlement. Newsflash. Sweet Baby and all of you other losers, you may get money handed to you by the government or a corporation, but you won't get it handed to you by us customers. You have to earn it. You have to give us good games with good stories and good-looking characters. They don't all have to be hot girls in scantily outfits. Take Star Wars Outlaws, for example. They made Kay ugly on purpose, and that sucked. But they could have made her look better, but also not conventional. Make her a droid, or one of the 5 billion aliens in Star Wars, or an axolotl person from the same planet as her cute axolotl dog. Any game dev can do the same. I've seen games where the characters are basically squares, colored squares. All of these ugly, androgynous main characters feel like parody game characters. They all blend together and they all are unpleasant to look at. We need mascots back. We need memorable characters again. That's why Xbox is failing. They put all this money into games that won't sell. And there are smaller studios that are running circles around these guys. They have to change now, or they are doomed. I hear Webcomics, and this is so sad. Xbox used to be the new epic console with unique games you couldn't get anywhere else. Now they're trying to be like everyone else, and that's not going to work.